Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone right now, touching glass, and somehow it feels the touch. But have you ever stopped for a second and asked yourself, how the hell does that even happen? Like, how can a flat piece of glass feel your finger? Most of us take it for granted. We swipe, tap, zoom, and type every day. But behind that smooth motion is one of the most fascinating inventions of modern technology, the touchscreen. Touchscreens have completely changed the way humans interact with machines. Before them, we used buttons, knobs, and keyboards. Now, our fingers are the keyboard. It's crazy to think how we reached this point, because it all started from a single question scientists had decades ago. Can we make a screen that feels touch, just like human skin does? Back in the 1960s, a British engineer named E.A. Johnson created the first prototype of a touchscreen at the Royal Radar Establishment. It was used for air traffic control, not phones. Imagine that. Then, in the 1970s and 80s, companies like IBM and HP started experimenting with touch for computers and kiosks. But the real revolution came in the 2000s, when capacitive touchscreens arrived, the kind we use today. So how do they work? Inside every modern touchscreen, there's an invisible electrical field. When your finger, which conducts electricity, touches the glass, it disturbs that field. The device instantly detects the change in capacitance and pinpoints the exact spot you touched. That's why it only works with skin or a conductive object, not a regular pen or glove. Older phones used resistive touchscreens, which worked differently. They had two layers of conductive material with a small gap between them. When you pressed down, the layers touched, and the system registered the pressure point. It worked, but it felt clunky. You had to press, not tap. Capacitive screens, on the other hand, respond to the lightest touch. That's what made smartphones feel alive. Now, think about how far this tech has evolved. Your phone's screen doesn't just detect a single point. It can sense multiple touches at once, track gestures, and even sense how hard you're pressing, like Apple's 3D Touch. It's constantly scanning your finger's electric charge thousands of times per second. And what's even crazier, some advanced touchscreens can detect hovering. Your finger doesn't even have to touch the glass. They read the electric field in the air around your finger. That's science fiction turning real. But touch isn't just about control. It's about connection. Humans are wired to touch. It's the first sense we develop in the womb. So when technology started responding to touch, it suddenly felt more human. We began to interact with our devices like they were extensions of ourselves, swiping photos, pinching to zoom, tapping to like. It made machines emotional. And the future? Touchscreens are evolving again, flexible, transparent, foldable, and even wearable. Companies are developing touch sensors you can project on your skin, on your wall, or in midair. Imagine touching light instead of glass. Imagine feeling textures on the screen, rough, soft, smooth, through haptic feedback. That's where things are heading. But here's the deep part. We've spent years teaching machines to feel our touch. Maybe the next step is teaching them to understand it. What if one day your phone could sense not just where you touch, but why? Your emotion behind the touch. A gentle tap when you're sad, a sharp swipe when you're angry. Maybe that's when technology truly becomes human. So the next time you unlock your phone, remember, that smooth glass beneath your fingers is a masterpiece of physics, engineering, and psychology, all working together in silence. It doesn't just respond to you, it connects to you. If you learn something new, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm you've got good taste. And subscribe for more deep dives that make you see everyday tech in a completely new way.